I remember at a time, I mean, this was still at a time where I didn't feel as comfortable sharing my personal thoughts, my personal feelings, and just kind of like expressing them in a manner where, you know, where I felt like a burden complex per se. And so just to have that community and just to even have that support to begin with was new, it was enlightening, and it just made me feel more relaxed, like calm, that I was able to have this.
Hmm. Yeah. So initially sharing your story and being vulnerable in that way, both towards another person and with yourself, was probably really threatening, and made you want to avoid. But as you got used to it, it then became like comforting and a way that you were learned to support yourself.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I even find myself, sometimes sharing just more now than I used to. And before, that would just give me so much anxiety. And I can't believe it. In hindsight, it's easy to reflect on that. But
Do you
uh,
remember
that was
what
a
you
huge
used to
change.
feel anxious about? Like, why did you feel afraid to share?
Just, I was just afraid to share because of who I was, pretty much. I just felt like I was always going to be this awkward person that everybody's going to kind of make fun of me, that they're going to belittle me somehow, and that my problems actually mean nothing, because in the grand scheme of things, it feels like it should be nothing. But the fact that I was able to get that support, I think that was really key because I never felt that type of how do you call it, like a prejudice towards expressing yourself.
Hmm.
There was actually like a support for that, like just like, you're allowed to share as much as you want, obviously don't share too much if you're like uncomfortable. But I see, I hate, this is what I hate about myself, I just keep forgetting. um
Yeah, you're doing a great job. It's okay. So basically, you learned that you could go towards yourself and be vulnerable with yourself when you gave yourself the opportunity to share with others. So,
Absolutely, yes.
so sharing with others also helped you understand yourself better.
Yes, yes, definitely. um Yeah, I never really had this type of support group because, even with friends, even with, well, friends, uh, back home, it wasn't, the support never really felt the same. I felt like I wasn't really allowed to share such feelings. And because I was able to in this setting, it was quite a relief, I must say.
Do you want to say more about that relief?
Is it was just unexpected, just an unexpected relief, a something that I never really felt I would ever receive, at least during this part in my life. And uh and the fact that, oh my gosh, like, maybe I wasn't crazy all along, maybe I am allowed to say such feelings. I was just either belittled for it or judged by it, when that shouldn't even be the case. And that's not really the case at all. So, yeah.
So you found that sharing in a safe space, um, like, was the opposite of shame for you. Like, you found comfort and relief from it because you weren't judged, you weren't rejected. Um, Everyone was allowing you to feel what you were feeling and even normalizing that experience.
Yes, I think shame is the right word. That's probably exactly what I had. And I
Yeah.
was, yeah.
I like to think about shame as like a cue to connect rather than an indication that you should hide. Like, shame naturally makes people want to hide. And so instead it's like a cue to connect. If the people that you're talking to have earned the right to hear it, then talking about your shame is the only way to overcome the feeling of shame.
Yes, yes, I believe that. And now I feel like I have that.
I'm happy to hear it. Well, I'm aware of our time. Is there anything else coming to mind for you?
No, except for the fact that, I want to commit
Oh,
to a
great.
goal.
Yeah,
And I have been riding a little bit more consistently with my bike.
great.
So I want to keep that up, cycling at least one more time before I go to my group session.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds great. Great commitment. Thanks for bringing that up and thanks for being here.
Thank you so much.
Okay. See you soon.